We thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sheree Trotter.
Thank you. Thank you, Norman and Barbara. And it was a joy to be in person together in Jerusalem recently because although we have been in touch for a few years now, it was our first time meeting in person. So it was wonderful to have Norman and Barbara come across to Jerusalem and to do some things together. And actually, the symposium. This year we had very strong Australian presence, which was wonderful, just as Indigenous as well as Australian academics. So we had Nova Perez, who gave a wonderful speech. Nova's speech was so heartwarming that she had a standing ovation for her speech. And we also had Lorinda Pele Glanville, who's a Torres Strait Islander, and she did a talk about the significance of the ocean, the Song of the Sea, it was called. And it was wonderful. We had Gillian Gould as well, and also we had, oh my goodness, Shelley. We had Shelley Ben-Giat, Israeli, who's also living in Australia. So it was wonderful to have such a strong Australian presence this time. And, you know, this academic work that we're doing, we feel it's really important because we know that a lot of this anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism, it starts within academia and it filters out from there. And so some of the first projects we've done as an Indigenous embassy is organising these academic symposia. And we've had two wonderful events in the first 2 years of our existence. So really pleased with that. But my topic tonight, I've been asked to talk about settler colonialism, and I will attempt to share, there we go, a slideshow. And this was the topic that I spoke about at the symposium. I'm not going to give that the talk that I gave, but I will attempt to get this going. Right, what is settler colonialism? And and so I'm just starting here with a couple of examples of the outworking of settler colonialism, giving a New Zealand context, and I think it will be very similar in Australia. New Zealand and Australia are considered settler colonial nations, and in fact, the whole settler colonial ideology, a lot of the work was developed by Australian academics. But what I'm showing you here is an article that was written in 2024 by a Maori academic, Tina Ngata, in response to the work that I do and others do of Indigenous people who support Israel. And she wrote this article, Make no mistake, there is no Indigenous support for Israel. And the way that she argues this is that she frames Israel as a colonial project, and anyone who supports that project are colonialists. And so I am considered a colonial Maori. In fact, she accused me of being what was it, a far right activist or something, or a white supremacist.